Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Red pass, it's complete. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top 5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these 2 top 5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're...
Hit the afterburners, kid. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
It's complete to the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, or proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time? SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. He's looking to throw it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on.
He'll take a shot. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll take another shot here. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. On the ground, it's Kane. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. At midfield, he's got room. And he's running in the open. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
All right, David, as someone that loves defense and sound defense, how would you evaluate their job fitting that?
To quote the great philosopher Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Defense is about making the ball go where you want it to go. Like guys doing their job and fitting it to the second-level player correctly. That was a clinic tape on what not to do.
And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Notre Dame 7, Alabama 0.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Finds his man. It's Lawrence. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. An 84-yard drive there, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Using the quick game. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Alabama pushing the tempo.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And the ball is intercepted. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, I can tell you haven't played the position. If you can't step into throws and you can't follow through, it obviously affects your accuracy. And I think the hit on the quarterback right there certainly contributed to that interception.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
From the gun, the running back has it. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Lawrence. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. Third and short. I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. The give to the tailback. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Off to the races to the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Irish!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend.
0.
Rutgers is just getting blown off the field right now there in Jersey, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 17 to Nebraska. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Stands in and takes the hit. Brings it down on the right side. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cook. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone. They executed that.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Second down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes that Alabama offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. He turns that loose down the right side. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I think different.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Running back goes in motion. They'll try the right side. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Right back to him on the ground. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Tackle on the play at the 22-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tide offense rolls onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The defense has the lead, and they're playing like it right now. I mean, they are pinning their ears back in these passing situations. They're not worried at all about the run game. They're just getting up the field, and they're getting to this quarterback.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. And the coverage team able to wrestle it down. Here come the Irish back on offense. Running back searching for a hole. All the way out to the 37. It's a gain of 15.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
He'll do it himself. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
Yeah, when he can see it, read it, and just flat go, those easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks up a little bit of yardage, but he can do it again and again and again, and it's just frustrating.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Lawrence. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. And they knocked him down almost immediately.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, going up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the route is on.
After that amazing performance in Week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Northwestern is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. We've seen this program stage memorable comebacks before. Do not rule out another one today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Rice. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Working that left side now. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. It's complete on the right side. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. They get to the line quickly.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Makes his connection. Tackled immediately after the catch. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He wants to throw it again. Dances away. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Using his feet. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown tie!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. He's looking to throw. He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they shave a couple more off of this lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They probably need one more score to feel like they're back in this game, down by 20 as they're set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Looking for space. It's Kane. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Notre Dame 28, Alabama 8.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down, and shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
This is so Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback.